What's up, my viewers? Welcome to my screen. My name is Battice, as you may have already know, and today this video is about passport or US visas. Now you may be wondering how you could get US visas or passports from me. It's simple. I come to you or you find me. I cater mostly to the elders who don't want to travel into Battice. I find your location, get the headshot, bam bam bam, edit up. So today I have a client. His name is Ivan, by the way. Thank you for letting me use this video, Ivan. And so I deliberately took the photo of him in the Independence Square. Actually, I'm gonna show you that. I'm gonna show you that photo in a few. Excuse me. I'm gonna show you the process of bringing the photo to the applicable standards. There's a business logo on the shirt. I'm going to remove it. I'm going to remove the background and do just a few little modifications. He's going to be smiling because the shot is for a food handler's permit. But just to show you my photo editing skills, just in case, let's say, you want to use it for a US visa. And he's smiling. Well, of course, there's this online site. The application procedure would not allow you to pass if the photo doesn't meet certain requirements, whether the photo has too much shadows or earrings, that kind of stuff. They're gonna scan the photo and they're gonna tell me, or they're gonna show you if it passes or not. So let's finish with a lot of talking. I have the photo here right now. I'm gonna remove the background and show you how it's done. Alright, so this is the photo here. For those who don't know, I'm using the pen tool, my favorite tool. So I'm just gonna take my time and go around the outline of his shirt. If you're just starting to get into Photoshop, the reason I like to use the pen tool is because it allows me such precision on the edges, as you could see here. Some people may use automatic selection tools, but I like to get right in. I like to zoom in on the object and make sure that I took it out good so that you don't see any like poor cropping. This area by his beard, I'm gonna leave that for after. I'm gonna speed up this video a bit for you, so hold on.
Don't see like I got my own garden, and I'm talking to the king while I'm flipping through James, making sure my cardiac don't harden. Mind your manners, Midwest flow, country grammar, out the slammer, way too free, and I rep my set. Young OG, loves my drug and IOD, prize my heel, my Achilles. Yeah, I mean that it come before the fall, grace deserving all. My son had me dead, Yahweh took it all. I spit the truth in the booth, shaking lies all for ya. My God, covered in the blood, you would think that I was fangs on drip.
If you're just getting started in Photoshop, trust me, this pen tool, once you learn to use it, you're heading there to be the beast.
Feel like I'm stuck in line, waiting my turn. All of the L's I took or lessons I learned. Success that gotta be earned. Tell me why they sleeping on me, on me.
So I'm gonna make this selection. There's a little running ants around him. Now I'm gonna duplicate the layers. Delete one background with the face inside and one inverse. Make the background white. Now simply just take the eraser tool and put on a not too soft edge, and we just delete, just erase right there. Doesn't have to be perfect. When the picture is small, when you zoom in, they're not going to recognize all of that. It's really up to you with the selection. Now right here alone, the photo could already be used if you just crop it down to the 35 by 45 millimeter, which is the size. But because it was taken in this square outdoors, there's a little light on his head there, the top of his crown. Not his crown, sorry, but above his forehead. So I'm going to remove that, and then there's this little light down by his collar. Just going to adjust some of the colors, go inside by the warp, the liquify tool, and adjust the color so he don't look too rumpled up. I think that's enough. I'm going to remove the business logo. Yeah, we don't really want, well, I don't want anybody to see on the food handler snap that he actually work in Rams. It's no big problem, it's no issue, but I'm just gonna remove it. And I have my own little subtle ways of manipulating the photo to get what I want. So I just basically duplicated the other half of the shoulder. I'm gonna erase the inner part here by the head, because I just want to use this piece to clone over the red stripe there. And merge them two together. So as you can see, some of these little white colors on top of the gray shirt, those are the sunlight beaming through the leaves in the tree, from the trees, and hitting on the different parts of the shirt. So I'm just gonna move a few of them so that you can't really tell if it was indoors or outdoors or in a studio.
And you're acting so hypocritical. In control, nothing more, this is minimal. Can't stop now, I'ma grind till I'm ghost. I thank God how he held me down the most.
So we're going to drag this over on the 35 by 45 millimeter size, and yeah, it appears really big and giant because the original file is of a very high resolution. So we're going to shrink it down to fit in the size required for printing. And this line that I brought down is just to basically level up the eyes. Remember that the passport the difference between the passport and the food handle is the passport more fills the 35 by 45 millimeter size, but the food handler is just, the head size has to be just a little bit smaller. This already is a sufficient, this is already a good image for printing for the food handlers. It has a nice smile, but I'm going to erase a little green stuff over there. Use the saturation tool to remove that little greenish yellowish color you're going to see over there by his temple area. I was using the wrong tool first. It's really the sponge tool. The fill tool. There are many ways to deal with these type of issues of like cloning and replacing. There are different ways that you could remove this light. I'm just, because I'm familiar with the tools, I'm just using what comes to my mind and finding out a way how to make it possible. Basically, this is it. Just gonna shape up the shoulder over there a bit more. Don't want one shoulder to be higher than one, you know. Got to make sure everything is neat. Now, if you didn't know, we're not really supposed to be manipulating any photo that much, but hey, it's modern times, and some people may not say it, but it's done a lot. And so I offer that. Everybody wants to make sure that they look applicable and decent for the ID card that the photo is going on or in the passport. The problem is if you edit the photo too much and you make it look obvious of photo manipulation. So here's the image. I'm pleased with it. This is the 4x6 size within Photoshop. I'm just gonna put on a slight shadow so that when I actually cut the image from the paper in the print, I would know exactly how to keep it within the required size. I'm just gonna duplicate it a few times. Now let's say that let's just try a reference. Now let's say that you're Ivan and you just took these pictures for food handlers permit, and for some reason some problem came up where you're not able to take the photos again, but you need to use these same photos for passport or maybe US visa. And if you look at the image here, you'd realize that he is smiling, and based on the rules and the requirements, you're not supposed to smile that openly. Well, I could manipulate the photo to close his mouth, and to check the authenticity or the validity of the photo, I would run it through the photo requirement test on this particular website for the US Embassy, and as long as I get a green tick there, then I would know that the photo is even applicable to be used here in our federation. So I'm going to show you that process now, where I manipulate the photo, changing the smile and changing the size and proofing it, like to show you that it can be done. Now remember, this is serious editing. It's not really supposed to be done, but I am Patrick Battice and I'm just showing you the possibilities. So we're going to the US visa, for instance, is 2 by 2 inches physically, or 600 by 600 pixels. If it goes over 240 kilobytes, the photo will fail. If you try to upload the photo with a smile, the photo will fail. If you try to upload the photo with poor quality and too much shadows in the background, the photo will fail. So to do US visas, and you have to know, and I've been doing this for some time, for some years. Yeah, I'm gonna do back over the white light on his head there, because I really didn't save the image from the past one. I wanted to just do it from scratch. So we're gonna test this one with the JPEG. I'm gonna save it as a test to show you that if you do try to upload it with a smile, it's not gonna pass. Let save that there so long, and now I'm gonna go into manipulating the photo to close his mouth. And there are many ways for you to edit a photo to make sure that it passes. There's no routine particular way. As long as you know Photoshop and you know how to use the tools, you have to know how you're gonna approach editing the image so that nobody knows. Okay, so this is the closed mouth one that I am certain will pass, so I'm going to save this one as the 2x2 inches or 600 by 600 pixels. That is the resolution. As you can see down here under the JPEG, I'm going to save it. It's going to be 158.9 kilobytes. Below, that's below 240. Let me save it as Ivan 2. Alright, so there you had it, me manipulating the same image for if you wanted to make changes to it for the US visa. With having this smile removed, then that also could be sized for actual passport for St. Kitts and Nevis for the Federation. And now I'm going to show you the process of uploading the images to the online embassy site, where that's my guide. That's how I guide myself to know that the photos, they are good and they could be used. No matter what your perception is of the edit, as long as it passes, that's what we want, right? This is the Non-Immigrant US Department of State. This is where most people come online to apply for their non-immigrant US visa. This window that you're seeing here, I have to upload the image on this page. Just dragging over the test one. So the one with this smile, as you can see here, the one with this smile is the one that we're going to upload first on this US Embassy site to check. And you're going to see it's going to show problems. Next, and as you can see, error. There was an error processing the request. Sometimes they do it that way, or sometimes they give you an X. I'm gonna refresh the page, close it down and go back in, and then the one that I have specifically adjusted for passing is the one I'm gonna upload now. Ivan 2. There we have the image. Next, and as you can see, look. So as you can see here, photo quality standards, results. Some of you are familiar with this site who tried to apply for online visa before. Once you see that green tick, there you see the face down there with a little smile. Yep, fully manipulated by Patrick Battice. I am him. But it passed. How will they know? The photo has successfully been uploaded and passed all quality checks. Yes, this photo that was taken in the Independence Square with the background removed and lights removed from the head and logo removed, this is it being passed here. Now I hope you enjoyed the video. I know it's not really like all entertainment stuff. I just wanted to show you the process of how I get it done. It is highly possible. If you plan to hire me for this type of service, it's too easy. This is one of the reasons why I do not need a photo studio, because with photo editing powers that I have, I'm able to manipulate and give you what is needed. Thank you for watching. Okay, so if you know somebody who's looking for some passport, you just send them this video. Don't forget to like, and I'll be bringing out a lot of content pertaining to graphical editing and these kind of stuff. So if you want to see more and find out about me, you're a photographer, you're a videographer, you're a graphic designer, subscribe. And thank you again. I'll be back.